Hold
Check,
on.
check. What up? What up,
I
Playboy?
was telling you earlier, it might have been an issue today. I was surprised that I didn't have one. Uh, why we
Yeah,
don't have?
nothing can ever go perfect. It's
I ain't
all
had no
gravy.
problems. I hear be fine. Can I hear you?
I hear you perfect, man. You hear me?
I ain't had no problems
Still
with
now.
nothing lately.
Welcome everybody
Hello?
to the show.
Hello?
Yo, 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 yo.
Come on, man. We was doing fine. We was doing fine. I had no
Yeah.
problems with nothing. And all of a sudden now, I got issues. I can't hear you.
Such is life, my man. Such is life. Check,
I
check.
can't hear you. I know how to fix that though. There's a way to fix that. Oh, wait a minute.
Thing.
Oh, that's
I'll keep everybody slightly entertained while you're doing that.
Quick.
Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Please hit that like button. That helps out the channel. Can you hear me? I can't hear you at all.
Just 1, 2. I was hearing you for a second.
Now I hear you.
Volume up.
Now I hear you. Check, check.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. I hear you perfect.
Let me check my settings right quick if something ain't right. Oh, man,
ahead,
come on. We was doing beautiful, too. We ain't had no problems in a minute. Sometimes it's just technology. Sometimes, folks, you can have it set up, be planned, everything worked out fine, and next thing you know, you can't get no. That's all right, though. I know how to fix that.
Never going to be perfect.
Huh?
Ever. It's never going to be 100. It's never going to be. Now you hear me. Never going to be 100%
you know what,
perfect.
man? Huh?
Check, check. Yo, yo.
What about now?
I hear you perfect.
Okay. Well, I hear you too. So we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it work. Now you know what, your screen is kind of off. You are huge in your screen.
You know, my screen is my screen has been stuck for the past maybe 2 minutes. So all I see is you looking down and me hitting the joint.
Ah.
What do you guys see out there? Comment down below. Is your screen?
I see. You look fine to me. You look fine to me. I can't tell. I can't see no difference.
Shit, I'm good. If you can hear me, we can roll with it, baby.
Just back up just a little bit. That's all. You look like I'm talking to a giant. There you go. Right there. Right there.
All right.
Like I'm talking to a giant. What's up, folks? You're live with Lonzo, the Godfather, West Coast hip hop. And like I say sometimes, folks, every once in a while, technology just want to do what it's going to do. No matter what you say it's supposed to do, it's going to do its own thing. But nonetheless, because I'm a real player, I know other ways. I know multiple ways to skin a cat. Hey, folks, we are live. I'm glad to see my YouTube channel is kicking in. My Facebook channel ain't kicked in yet, but my YouTube channel is live. And
Facebook is in, baby. I just saw it pop up. Facebook is in. What up, Facebook?
Facebook is in? Okay, cool. We rolling, folks. We rolling. What up, Alex? What's up? Harsha Edison? Chauncey, Pimp Players and Hustlers Network is in the house. Cadillac Gaddafi, Char Willie. What's up, folks? I'm glad to see y'all stopped in and hang out with your boy for a minute. I was concerned about YouTube earlier, man. I went to go online to do my setup, and it had an error message on there, like I wasn't cool with YouTube. I'm like, what I do to YouTube?
Man, YouTube be tripping. We'll talk about that after the show. We don't want to bore them too much with all the details, but yeah, man, YouTube. If you're a YouTube content creator out there, all I'm going to say is be very careful, walk on eggshells. Don't put any rap videos with guns in your videos, anything like that, because YouTube is definitely cracking down. You could say the N-word 850,000 times though, so that's still open.
Make that something. Now you know what? Wherever you do it, now stay where you are, because you moving up, and right there is the perfect spot for you. Right there, wherever you sitting, right there is perfect.
You know, let me pull this back. How's that?
That's good.
All right.
What's up, Harold Wesley from the class? I just taught a podcasting class earlier. My folks over at the Whole System Learning. I got some of my fellows from the class stopping in. What's up, folks? I'm glad to see y'all jumping in right quick and seeing how it's done. Talk to me, Dusty. What we got today?
Oh man, never a shortage of things to talk about, Lonzo. Well, let's start with a quote that I found was pretty interesting, and I would love your opinion on it, especially being that you were and are in the music industry. But more importantly, take yourself back 35, 40 years. But
okay.
Lil Scrappy warns rappers about bringing women to their rooms. He says, and I quote, "Say, man, niggas better chill on the after party at their room, because in a minute, it's going to be so many groupies turned into women holding their hand out, saying they were raped or drugged. Some true shit, some false shit, but don't take the chance."
Man, dude, I'm glad he said that, because I tried to tell him the same thing. They didn't pay me no attention. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They don't realize that most of these guys are just a child support case or a rape case waiting to be filed. Okay. They're a child support case or a rape case waiting to be filed. Okay. They know you stupid with your money, that spend money like the way you do. They figure you don't care nothing about it. No way I can. So I have to jeopardize your freedom or give you an 18-year bill to get me an annuity based on showing you a 10-minute good time. They'll do that. You in a different kind of game now, especially if they don't get pregnant, don't get the case. They might be videotaping you to put you on the gram, put you on YouTube, blackmail you. I mean, ask Snoop.
Yeah. Snoop. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Are you familiar with the whole Selena Powell situation that's been going on for about the past year and a half with Snoop?
With Snoop?
Yeah. Selena Powell.
I'm slightly familiar with it.
Yeah. She's trash. She's a trash Instagram chick. And she basically has DMs and admits that, Snoop has been banging her for years. And she's basically spilling the beans on her YouTube channel, saying that Snoop allegedly snorted cocaine off of her boob and, like to have sex with no condoms and stuff like that. If I were famous, I ain't messing with no chicks. I'm sorry.
See,
no dudes either, but no chicks.
At least a lot of these, and see, here's the cold part. A lot of chicks, it's a lot of women that won't do that, but do you want to take that chance? Okay, and that's the problem. A lot of women will just, just want to hang out with you, but her friend may get jealous and set you up. So when you out here, when you balling like that, man, you need to have a camera. You need to almost get a affidavit. Yes, I'll allow you to touch my boobs. I'll allow you to have sex with me. Because anything else, short of that, you'll find yourself up in court, and it's going to be a he say, she say situation. Meanwhile, you're looking at 15 years in the penitentiary, and if it go away, it's going to cost you a pile of money. Bottom line is, you just got tricked. Okay, yep. Like I tell cats all the time, you can't buy sex, but you always pay for it.
Oh yeah.
You can't buy sex, but you always pay for it. Okay. If I was on another channel, I would say the real word I want to say, but I can't say it because I'm on YouTube and Facebook, and they're gonna cut my butt off again. But if you can't buy sex, but you always pay for it. Trust me.
That's facts. Movies, gas money to get there. Movies, gas money to get there. Whatever the case is, you are paying for that.
You pay for it. Okay.
Yep.
And in most cases, you don't really mind because you get a chance to enjoy that too. But when somebody tell you, "Oh, I need $100,000 to keep your unit off of Instagram," they tried that with Jeff Bezos. Remember they tried it with Jeff Bezos?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
They told Jeff Bezos, "I need $1 billion, $100 million, or whatever it was, or else I'm gonna put your wang wang on Instagram." He said, "Come on with it. I don't care. I ain't giving you nothing." Okay. And it was his old lady's brother-in-law or something like that.
Wow, dude.
So you got a lot of folks in here that's desperate to get paid, and you don't, your freedom, your reputation, whatever the case, that means nothing to them. They just got their hand out, and they got some cold lawyers that, I ain't gonna say they send them up in there, but they got some cold lawyers that's waiting for the case. I remember, speaking of cases, I got to tell you the story. True story. Allegedly, there was a legal firm that would hire people, and they would send them into places that didn't have certain handicap stuff, right? Hit my buddy like, my buddy got a restaurant, and they hit him like this. He didn't have a handicap ramp. Okay, he got the spot. Regular small businessman, blah blah blah. But They hired a handicapped guy. He said he never seen the guy before in his life, never knew the guy, whatever. But all of a sudden he filed a lawsuit because he didn't have a handicap ramp. So they hit him with a inaccessible lawsuit. Plus they made him put a ramp in his restaurant. And he said he ain't never had a handicapped person use that ramp yet. But this allegedly, he ain't never had a handicapped person use the ramp yet. Okay? Cost him $10,000 to get the ramp built, plus another $5 or $10,000 for the lawsuit to make it go away. It happened. It happened one time at the Hollywood at the casino I used to work at, and guy went in there, and there was something that was wrong, but because the casino at that time had their own in-house litigator, they were able to play past it. But they this cat like $4 or $5,000. All of a sudden, he Saturday, on Sunday, Monday, he had a lawyer, and there was a lawsuit involved. Blah blah blah. So yeah, man. People out here desperate, dude. So come to rappers. They know you. They know these guys is desperate. Oh, yeah. They know they're not hitting on all cylinders. You may be the most you may be a fantastic rapper with all the skills in the world, but when it comes to that thing, your brains go out the window.
Just turn goofy. And we're all guilty.
My man Cadillac Gaddafi say, I ain't gonna say girls yelling rape is a new come up hustle.
Yeah. And unfortunately, we have to be careful many times we drop that R word, sadly, even though we're using it in a proper context. Stupid YouTube will give us a little finger wagging, and we don't want that.
Okay.
But are you familiar with the Young Buck situation where the trans chick set him up when he came to her room?
No, I hear about that one.
Ooh, when you get a chance, go down that rabbit hole. And there's some video footage of him in the room. Long story short, he said he was catfished. He was actually just on Vlad TV recently, and he told the whole story. But he said he was catfished. A girl is in his DMs, showing her her vagina, and then squirting and all this stuff. And she's like, yo, you want to come over? So he's like, hell yeah, thinking with his, wrong head, right? So he heads over there. And on his way, she says, oh, by the way, it's my time of the month. So we can't, commit, to the full act, right, of sex. I have to tiptoe around how I talk on YouTube. So silly. Like we're not all adults here. But so long story short, he gets there, and he feels like he's being set up. But there is footage of him, kind of maybe zipping his pants down and possibly getting some fellatio from a trans woman.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which, hey, if that floats your boat, I ain't tripping. But, you got to kind of admit, and this is like the second or third time, Lonzo. This ain't the first.
Oh, this ain't the first rodeo.
Oh, no. Apparently, he keeps getting set up, dog.
He keep getting set up. All right. Well, if you say so, I got to roll with you. Okay. Mm-hmm. If you say it's a setup, I can't say nothing else.
Yeah.
What can you say? Hey.
So yeah, man. So you just gotta. Rappers are target not just from being robbed, but from being robbed from women. In the long term, their livelihood, like you said, because to this day there are people who believe Tupac did what he did to that girl. I don't know. I wasn't in the room, but I don't necessarily believe it.
Here's the part that most people don't even trip on. It's real hard to tell the police, a judge, or a jury, you didn't do this when you rapped about doing this on your record. It's real hard to talk about shooting and killing. Mm-hmm. Somebody come up dead in your presence, and you didn't talk about you didn't do this. Okay, put yourself in a position that you can't win. It's like, yeah, I ain't know. Who was that? Who was that? Talked all that hit on their record, and all of a sudden wasn't no gangster when it got to court. I ain't no gangster. I just play one.
Let me see.
Almost everybody go to court. Huh?
Yeah, maybe Snoop. I mean, I would say Snoop. I remember that being a narrative with the Snoop trial, like him saying, that's not me. I'm just an entertainer, such and such and such. But you just made a song called 187 Kill a Nigga, or whatever the case is.
Right. So, it's just amazing that you can't portray yourself. And here's the part that really gets you messed up. the whole thing about hip hop is keeping it real, keeping it 100. Okay, keeping it real, keeping it 100. Okay, you all this on wax, you all this on the files, you all this on Instagram, you all this on whatever TikTok, whatever the case may be. But when it comes to somebody putting your card and saying, "Okay, man, this is what you got accused of," I ain't do that. I ain't that dude at all. I'm not that dude. Mm-hmm. And that was always an issue for me when I would see certain cats do certain things. What's that? Paragon Fresco Nella? What's up, folks? I can't. Some of these names are getting by me. Okay, but I ain't mad. Paragon. I know that part for damn sure. What's up? What's good, Paragon? Glad to see you join the YouTube, folks. Hologram Ian.
Yeah, folks. Chauncey said something good. Chauncey said something good as well, which is another artist and his wife that are going through it. But Chauncey says that's what's going on with T.I. and his wife right now. That's what they are accused of. Are you familiar with the whole T.I. situation?
Right. They're being accused of what?
So apparently years ago, they got freaky. They brought, women into their room, for threesomes and things like that. And apparently, allegedly, some of those women were underage. And now some of those women are coming out saying that they were, forced to do things when they were not of age by both of them.
Mm-hmm. See,
kinky.
Man, I have people that do videos, sometimes rent my studio for video shoots or even photo shoots. I have to ask for a release or ID. I have to protect myself. Okay. Because last thing you need is to be asleep all of a sudden. Oh, so-and-so was underage. No, I didn't know nothing about that. Well, you should have checked. Okay. Yeah. So, and so, man, it's a cold game out here. And the bad part about this, so many youngsters really want to be, they want to be that girl so fast. And I've worked with photographers in the past, man, and you'd be surprised how fast somebody would get naked or halfway naked when the camera come on. Right? Dude, I've seen it too much right back here. This room I'm sitting in right now, I've seen it happen too many times. I mean, you like somebody coming, I just want to get some headshots for my so-and-so. They're saying, okay, this is before the gram. This is before the gram, okay? This is before the gram. This is before all that right there. Just the fact that somebody had a lens and was paying them some attention, man, I'm like, wow, this is, I should tell my folks, that's an interesting move, man. So, yeah, you have to be real careful because right about now, Me Too ain't playing.
Yep. You're guilty before innocent off top. I mean,
your lyrics made you guilty. Your lifestyles made you look guilty. Your lyrics made you look guilty. All that is just, it don't work for your advantage. Okay, it don't work. I mean, if you go to court as a church evangelist or somebody from the church, you got a much better chance of beating that than you are a crazy talking rapper. Same thing. My Pimp Players and Hustlers just hit it. Just like it happened to C Murder. It's real hard to tell the judge and the court you ain't a murderer when your name is C Murder.
Exactly.
Nobody understands why you would name yourself that. Okay. Mm-hmm. Then all of a sudden you get into a case. Now you may be guilty, but it's going to be hard to tell somebody that you didn't do something like that when your name is C Murder.
Yeah. Yeah. Think about that, kids. Think about even the name that you pick as your rap name. That could literally affect you 10, 12 years down the line, just like it did him.
Yeah. I was thinking about something today, man. This is some political madness. I was actually thinking today about situation we're dealing with right now in the Senate or in the Congress in regards to this impeachment situation. Mm-hmm. And I remember when Tupac, somebody was playing some music, Tupac's music, and shot somebody. And Tupac, he had to go to court. He had to go to court. He got caught up in there because they was playing his music. And they were saying his music incited the man to do what he was doing. Okay. And I'm like, maybe not. Maybe the man maybe he wanted some theme music. But on the same token, it seems like, on one side, it could be incitement for 45, but that's no. He was a lot more direct. But then on the other side with Tupac, he didn't even know this dude, okay? But you got him involved because of his music, not because he did directly, okay? His record did not say directly, go and do this right here. The guy had it on in the car, so when the cop caught up with him, oh, Tupac, that's why you did it. And that was just like my boy, one of my partners got into it 30-something ago at the movie Colors. He shot a dude. He got into it with the guy at the movie Colors. Now that wasn't even a good movie. Okay, he saw the guy in the movie Colors. Got outside. They got into a fight. My man went back to his car. Came back. Let off a couple times. Homeboy died, and they said it was because of the movie that he did what he did. Okay. In fact, I went to court for him. They played the movie in the court. They played the movie in the court. So talking about they're trying to say that he was so upset because of the what happened in the movie that he reacted outside. No, they had an issue beforehand, but this is how people get caught up. And people don't understand how cold this word game is. And you thinking, you saying one thing, they hearing something else. Okay?
Yeah.
You saying one thing, I was listening to some music today, old throwback video. One of the rapper was talking about how he pulled out the 9, put it to his mind. Next thing you know, his brains was on the concrete. And I'm like, dude, that's a cold move. But on the same token, man, you pretty much, if you put yourself in a position, if you ever get caught up like that, you will be difficult to win.
They are playing that in the courtroom, no matter how nice your suit is, no matter how clean cut your fade is, they are still playing that, and you are going to look like that big, bad black gangster to that jury.
Yes, sir. I got some new folks just jumped in. What's up, Tracy? Sean Johnson, Van Wick. I'm gonna do that video. I swear, that audio. I'm gonna do it. Probably get to tomorrow now, boy. But they got me humping the last couple of days, man. They got me humping. I got some folks in the class right now checking out their teacher doing this thing right here live on his podcast, folks. This is what we do. I got students. I've been teaching podcasting for the last year or so, and just had a class right before we started doing our thing this afternoon. And I told them to come in, join the website, and just check out what we do. So hopefully they'll get inspired to do their own thing, and that's what we hear. What else we got today, Doc?
Man, giving back to the community, dog. That's why I love you, homie. All right, let's move on, man. In the BS category, 20-year-old YouTube sensation was killed after he approached a group of guys with butcher knives as part of a prank robbery for YouTube. The shooter shot him and says he was unaware with the prank and shot him to defend himself, and it looks like the shooter is going to get off. These YouTube pranks are getting out of hand.
They doing too much. They doing too much on the prank tip. Okay, I just seen a bunch of pranks go bad. They got a video of pranks that went bad. Okay, and cats is out there trying to swell up on brothers, getting their hats brought to them. My daddy would say, getting their hats brought to them. Okay, I know. I mean, the fun to me, but it ain't cool, but it's funny as hell, is the Arabs with the bags. They got the napkin, and folks jumping in the pools. They jumping in the lakes. They just taking off running.
I can't even lie. Those are funny.
Crazy. It's crazy as hell, but it's funny because dude.
Yeah.
I'm not the one for that. Okay. I love a good joke. Tell me a joke, but don't pull no knife on me talking about you. It's a joke. That ain't funny to me.
No.
That ain't funny to me. Okay.
Not nowadays. Not during this time. No.
The hood is coming out quick. Okay.
Yes. 100%.
The hood is gonna make a grand appearance. Okay. Alex says would like to make it like to talk about like that.
Let's see.
They make that hood.
Would like they make a movie about? Oh, basically they should make a movie about just Eazy-E, I guess.
Oh, they got one coming.
Yeah,
they got one coming.
Yeah. Everybody, there's some good ones. I saw that Salt and Pepper one. That one was pretty damn good. I was pretty surprised. I don't know if you got a chance to see that one.
I did watch it, man. I did watch the Salt and Pepper one.
And they, Did you hear when they alluded? Yeah, no, I don't either. Who, by the way, is the baddest. Oh gosh, I've always loved Cinderella. That's a whole other story. But they did allude to a record company in Los Angeles that's printing out records for independent artists, and I'm going to assume they were talking about Michel'le Records. Like Michel'le Records gets dropped in randomly and just things that I hear.
I don't recall them working with Michel'le. Not Book Salt and Pepper when they first came out here. When they first broke out.
I take that back. I'm getting my it was because Kid and Play was in the movie, and I believe I heard Kid and Play just say it on the Blog TV interview. So that's probably what it was.
I booked Salt and Pepper when they only had one or two records out, man. I met the whole crew. We had them at Skateland one time, and they rocked it, but I don't ever recall them being at Michel'le like that.
Okay.
MC8 Davis, white boy play too much. That's why you get to play with the nigga. COVID-19 got a nigga stressed.
The white dude, running up on people. You just can't run up on people, period, like that, man. I mean, they even have some where there's these white dudes that dress up in Klan outfits, and they think it's funny to go through the hood and scare black folks. And we ain't scared of no hood. If you come to North Long Beach in a KKK hood, I'm not afraid of you whatsoever because I know everybody around me is about to eat you up.
Yeah. It ain't gonna happen, man. What's up, Gas Giants? Hey, Lonzo, I know you've seen your homegirl bio. Oh yeah, definitely.
We talked about that. We talked about the Michel'le story.
That was a nice little payday for me, Doc. Thank you very much. Salt and Pepper Spinner Brother. She was the finest one in the group to me. I don't know about nobody else. She's always been fine to me.
To this day, she is just super, super bad. Ooh.
Did the Fat Boys come to LA and come to the club? No, I never had the Fat Boys. I had Jekyll and Hyde and a few other folks. I never had the Fat Boys though. The Fat Boys, they came to LA a few times, but I don't know what happened with them. They did the Fresh Fest and some other shows, and they didn't come back to LA that much that I can recall. I can recall nobody ever having the Fat Boys here. I don't recall Uncle Dan Barbie having. They may have, but I don't recall it.
You got Run DMC out here first, right? Or there was a whole story. There was a whole story behind Run DMC and you bringing them out here first.
It was always been like I tell folks. We saw him at the sports arena. I said, the only reason why you saw him at the sports arena because you didn't go to the Eve After Dark that Friday. Okay, and it really don't make no big difference. But sometimes it pisses me off that folks want to tell me what I did. Okay, what I did and what you saw are two different things. Okay. You may have saw them there first. Don't mean that was the first place they played. Okay, we got a lot of folks agreeing with us about our girl Spinderella.
Oh yeah,
run up on me in a KK outfit, and I'm gonna split your wig. John Wick, I ain't having that, man. You're right, dude. I'm not having that. Some shit ain't funny. Okay,
yeah.
Okay, some shit ain't funny. And you run around here, especially right about now, okay?
Yeah.
It's at the time we playing no pranks on no folks, okay?
You walk up on me on a butcher knife, I have to assume that you are going to cause harm to me. Prank is the last thing I'm thinking.
Hey.
They call that Darwinism or something, right?
Yeah, they call it CYA protect your ass, okay? That's what I call it. That was a riot. That was a riot in '86, man. You know what? I did not feel comfortable going to that. I didn't go to that show. I didn't go to that show.
Oh, the one in Long Beach.
Yeah, I didn't.
I was living in Long Beach, and I remember seeing it on the news. I know the whole. I remember seeing it on the news. I know people who were there, and
I was supposed to go, but I was supposed to go. For some reason, I did not go. I think I might have had the club or something that night. And I know what happened. I didn't go because I had the club. But
I think you told me you heard rumblings about it at the Compton swap meet or something like that.
It was people came from the Long Beach to the club.
Okay.
But after we were still open. Okay. And they told us how it went down. Next day it was on the news. It was a major melee. Okay.
Oh yeah.
And that kind of turned me off from rap. That kind of turned me off from rap concerts because I remember we never had problems in rap concerts. But I remember as hip hop started to change, because we was being booked with Record Crew was the only non-gangster rapper over Ice-T, Just Ice, N.W.A, and Eazy-E. Okay, it was all of us, and I'm the only non-gangster. But I noticed on that tour we had more security problems in the audience and after parties than ever before. And after that, I kind of stopped touring. I just I ain't trying to catch no case. I ain't trying to catch no bullet. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna sit this out for a little while.
And that put a black eye on hip hop for a few years. I mean, that one situation I read about it, and I know a lot about it, and I've had the chance to interview people who were actually there and know it more in depth. And that put a black eye. I mean, they canceled shows all over the country because of that one situation.
Yeah, man. That right there changed a lot about hip hop in some areas because some people thought that was a one-off. Okay.
That was happening all the time, especially when the Crips will run through and just ransack everybody.
But by the time they got to that was like 83. Yeah. By 84, Uncle Jam's Army was doing the sports arena, and it was happening at the sports arena outside the parking lot. Okay. They was having the same kind of issues because the boys from Crenshaw was running things over in the parking lot. Hey, what up, Unplugged Research? Much love to you folks. I know that the parties out there, they was banging. Man, we had some hell of a parties out here. That's all I did for the first from the time I was 22 till about 2 years ago. All I've ever done in my life was either gave parties or gave dances. That's my main source of income. Even in between making the records, I still had the keys to the club. And speaking of keys to the club, I got to say this, man. Today, the owner of the club passed. A longtime friend of mine, Jeffy, called him Jeffrey Harris. Everybody called him Jeffy. He was 93 years old. Okay, wow, 93 years old. He passed today, man, and it messed me up because I knew he was sick. But sometimes you hear something at a place you don't expect to hear it. I'm going in the barbershop today to get my beard trimmed, and one of the homies was in the barbershop. He said, the old man died, and it hit me like a ton of bricks, dude. I'm like, man, come on, not today. I figured I'd get a phone call or something like that, not at the barbershop. You know what I'm saying? And it really touched me, man. I've been reflecting on him a lot today because if I'm the godfather of West Coast hip hop, he's the grand godfather. He's the grand godfather because if it wasn't for him, I could have did what I did. He gave me a shot when I was 22 years old, man. 22. And we stayed cool. We still was cool even after I left the club. We still was cool even after I left the club, Doc. And it was just amazing that I had a 40-year run on the corner of Avalon and Segundo. Okay. I had a 40-year run on the corner of Avalon and Segundo thanks to him. And, we had our disagreements from time to time. He didn't understand what I was doing. And sometimes I didn't understand his logic. But I tell you what, that old man gave me some lessons in life and you talk about me, how I think he molded me into being the man that I am, just like my dad did. In fact, we was laughing one day. He says, boy, I've been around you longer than your own damn daddy had been. I'm like, because my daddy had always been at the house, but I think my pops died when I was like 30 something. And me and him still kept doing business from the time I was 22 till the time till about 2 years ago. And we was just laughing. Said, boy, I had to put more game on your head than your daddy had. Okay, because they was real tight. They were super tight. And if it wasn't for my man, I wouldn't got into Jeffy's. And it wasn't for Jeffy giving me a shot at Eve After Dark. And when I did back in the day, none of this shit would have happened. None of it. Okay.
Nothing.
And I ain't
many stories. Many stories would not have been told to this day if you didn't keep that club running, if Eazy-E didn't come, and the whole money and the sock thing, and just all of the history. I got a chance to check out the club before you left it. Thankfully took me there, and I just remember walking in, and there was just this aura, you just felt hip hop in there. You just felt history. It was crazy, man.
Yeah, man. And I can say, the one thing he told me that I never forget. People ask me, you ask me sometimes, some questions sometimes, and it goes right back to one of the lessons he gave me, man. And if nothing else, he told me a few things I never forgot, and it's always been my go-to when things got tight. One, he told me, always do what you love for a living, and you never work hard a day in your life. Give people what they need, and they'll always need you. Okay? And he said, once you get successful, do not pull the ladder of success up behind you. Leave it down for somebody else to climb up. Okay? And don't get mad if somebody else gets to the top before you.
Yeah.
Okay?
Amen.
Don't get mad, because sometimes life just does that to people. People just spam, hey, like Dre and Q. Okay, but don't get mad. Be happy for them, because hopefully at one point in time they'll look back to, hey, come on, man, I forgot about you. But that's not why you do it. You just do it because he told me, don't be chicken shit. Okay, That's his line. Don't be chicken shit. Okay, Don't be chicken shit. All right. So when you learn how to give to people, get yours, give them theirs. Okay. And if they outgrow you, more power to you, man. Good luck. But people always ask me, do you have any regrets? Nah, man. No. I have no regrets, dude. I mean, I do what I want to do. Okay. I can sit here and talk to you. I got an hour, sit here and talk to you. I taught a class with a bunch of other brothers today. And I ain't no saint by no means, but that's what I like doing. Okay. I love DJing. Okay. I had a club for 40 years. I got speakers and shit right now. So as it's COVID over, I'm going to give a party in my backyard if nothing else. Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to turn up in the backyard. So, when you got people like that had made it, okay, and give you some game, if you listen, you got a good shot at making it too, Doc. Yeah. My last job, 1979, dude. My last job was 1979.
And that's the trip. You were still getting paid, but you called that your last job back in 1979 because you didn't see that as a job. You saw that as, this is what I love to do, and I'm happy to make money off what I love to do. You don't want to have a job for 35, 40 years. You want to do something you love to do, man.
Dude, I never got mad about I leave home at 9 o'clock, broke, come back at 2 o'clock with a pocket full of money, dance, partied, flirted, okay? God knows what else for 35 years, okay? Mm-hmm. It wasn't until the last couple of years it kind of got a little different for me because being a little older, you want to take your ass to sleep a little earlier, okay? 3 o'clock in the morning, 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning every Friday and Saturday can take a toll on your ass, okay? Yeah. Gas Giants, you was born in 1979, okay? You got a long legacy. You got a lot of years in the game. Yes, sir, folks. And I don't mind. And that's what he told me. Pass that game on, man. You can't keep that stuff with you. Pass the game on. Some people are chicken shit. All the game must be sold, not told. Man, I'm gonna give it to you.
Yep.
I'm gonna give it to you. If you make it work for you, give me something back. If I give you the game, and the game work for you, man, just give me a thank you, Doc. That's it. You know what gives me a thank you all the time? Cube. You know, when Cube mentions my name in his interviews with Boyce Watkins, Cube mentions my name in and when he get in his induction on the Walk of Fame, man, that warms my heart and it boosts me up even more because now people know he ain't just talking shit. This cat is legit. Some cats get pissed at me because they don't have to say. You know, some cats. I got a couple of haters. That's which is good. I need haters. Okay, need a hater or two. Okay, I'm doing something too right because I don't have enough haters. Okay, and that's the problem. Haters. I need to be more of an a-hole like in the movies. Like Cube is a real dude, and I had at one point in time, I used to because Cube was probably the coolest cat out of all of them when it came not to being the knucklehead. And I had to reevaluate my position on Cube, okay? Because people are, he ain't no real gangster. He ain't no real gangster. He ain't this, he ain't that. I said, y'all got it twisted. Y'all got it twisted. You think because Cube doesn't run with a set, he ain't a gangster. Okay? I'm going to show you what he did. When Cube money wasn't right, he gangstered himself out of N.W.A. and went solo. Came up like nobody else. Okay? Took his ass to New York, got with the Bomb Squad, and made a bomb-ass cut, bomb-ass album. Made a few of them. Woo. Okay? He got into the movie business on a humbug. Okay? John Singleton saw him. Hey, man, you pretty good. Come on, try this. He saw what John was doing. I'm going to do this myself. He gangstered his way into the movie business. The boy got, 3 franchises? He got Friday Barbershop, and something else. He got 3 franchises, I know.
I'll think of it.
Huh?
Keep going. I'll think of it.
Okay. Yeah, he ain't no gangbanger, but he a gangster. And then, while everybody was sleeping, he saw all these cats in their late 30s that retired from the basketball game and said, you know what? These guys still can play. They just can't play 48 minutes, but I can give them half court, let them play 15-minute sets, and they can roll, okay? I'm going to take it to the national. I'm going to take 3-on-3 with pros and make it national. And he was on prime time before the COVID hit. Are we there yet? Right. And right along, okay? Then last year, this one I peeped it because I figured I was gonna wait and see what was gonna happen. I've been watching Cube for the past year, real tough. He came out with his contract for Black America. Everybody was mad at him because who is he? He's an entertainer. Why the entertainers have to do this now? Back at one point in time, people were saying these entertainers don't do nothing for us. Blah 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 blah. They all got money, but don't do nothing back in the community. Cube was like, I'm gonna give us some other folks. Now here's the cold part about it. He didn't tell you who the other folks was, but he got some other folks. And he didn't do that by himself. He's admitted he didn't do it by himself. He just ain't give you no names yet. Okay? But he is the name. Okay? He's the name. He's the spearhead. Now he had to take all kind of hits from black folks. He took all kind of hits from black folks right before the because I'm listening to black radio all the time, black talk radio all the time. Oh, they was hitting him upside the head. Oh, who the hell he think he is? What is he supposed to be? He can't represent me. Yep. He pulled his move off, did his interviews. He was chilled out. Then Donald Trump people says, "Hey, come over to we'll meet with you." Okay, and he didn't ask to meet with them. I mean, he didn't ask them. He didn't support Donald Trump. He didn't give him no endorsement. He made his point. He sent the same thing over to Biden and Kamala Harris, and they told him, like they should have told him, hey, we'll talk to you after the election. Because right now, if we don't win, it don't mean. If we don't win, it don't mean nothing, no way. So they won. Now they called him up. Hey, Cube, time to talk. Now, my point is people talking all about who is he, what is he gonna do for me? He ain't this, he ain't that. He's just a rapper. Why he gotta represent me? First of all, ain't nobody else representing you. Run down to the church every week and get your money to to the pastor. He ain't got a contract for nothing.
You got a contract for a new band.
Every week. I ain't seen no pastor yet drop no money, drop no real game on, hey, Biden, somebody. And the only pastor doing anything politically is Al Sharpton. Mm-hmm. And y'all got doubts about him. So now, Cube make a play. Nobody liked to play, but now to play. So if Cube goes to the White House, meet with Biden, Kamala Harris, I don't care who he meet with, and get something on the table that's going to work for black folks in general, are you going to be mad still? So if you're still mad, that's like you telling me that I got $1 million check, but it came from the ice cream man, not the mailman. I got $1 million check. It can't. Who is the ice cream man to bring me $1 million? Why didn't it come from the mailman? Why the mailman didn't bring me my money? Why the ice cream man got to bring me my money? It's the same scenario. Mm-hmm. All I know is you got $1 million check. You got $1 million check. You got somebody looking at some situations that can make life better for us in America. So if it comes from Ice Cube, if it came from I don't know, Van Jones or somebody else who everybody got issues with, don't make no difference. Bottom line is somebody had to step up. He stepped up. Okay. Now, are y'all jealous because he stepped up and you didn't? Help me understand. Are you mad because he stepped up and he got the ear of the president? They got a tentative meeting. They trying to work out the details right now. I heard it 4 or 5 times. It was all over the news feed last week. Ice Cube, the White House has contacted Ice Cube for a meeting in regards to the contract with Black America. If that ain't gangster, my name ain't Lonzo. If that ain't gangster, huh?
That's about as gangster as it gets, dog.
Because he knew no matter what he was doing, he was going to catch hell from us. Now, he putting a contract together from us. We gave him the most hell because white folks don't care. Mm-hmm. They just want to sit back and see what's going to happen. Oh, shit. Ice Cube.
Can I tell you?
Huh?
Yeah. Can I tell you what else is gangster? Yeah.
Huh?
Let me tell you what else is gangster, and it's along the same lines, is what Eazy-E did back in 1992 when he went to the White House, even though basically at the end he said, you can't pay for that kind of advertisement. I mean, that type of shit is gangster.
I remember when Eazy got the letter, okay? Jerry Heller told me that Eazy had dropped because Eazy was known for donating money. Now, people talk about him being a gangster, but Eazy was probably the most donating his money brother you want to meet back in the day, okay? Jerry had him like that. I got to give him credit for that, okay? I think Eazy had dropped some money to a kid situation, and I guess they sold the donor list to the Republican Party, okay? So Eric Wright is a very Anglo-Saxon type name. Yeah. He didn't give the money as Eazy-E from Ruthless Records. He gave it as Eric Wright, okay? Right, exactly, Pimp Playing Hustlers. Eric Wright, okay, can give money to there was no reason in the world it was for them to suspect that Eric Wright was a little short cat from Compton wearing goddamn chucks and khakis, okay? So I think Jerry wanted him to wear a suit. He said, no, I gave them my money like this. That's how they gonna do me, okay? And like you said, you couldn't buy that. You couldn't buy that
advertisement.
That advertising with $1 million, okay?
Man,
you couldn't buy it with $1 million. Now we gonna have one problem. We got one problem. I'm gonna tell you what the problem is right now. In one on No Vaseline, Ice Cube line was, I never had dinner with the president. I never have dinner with the president. Okay. Now, no, if he go meet with Kamala or Biden, just don't have dinner. Okay, go down there for lunch, a breakfast, a brunch. Don't have dinner. Because now you're gonna be biting yourself in the ass. Okay, because hey, man, it is what it is. It is what it is, Doc. And that's some real talk. That's some real talk, dude. So you know what, man? People have to understand that this game is chess, not checkers, man. You playing chess, not checkers. And as long as you understand, have the basic idea of how chess is played, you can always win with somebody that's just playing checkers. The boards look just alike. A chessboard look board. Whole different game. While you hollering about crown me, king me and shit, somebody else got knights and pawns and rooks moving all over the place, playing a whole different game. And don't mess around there playing on 3-dimensional chess, because you'll never win. And that's my feedback on Cube.
Yeah, hopefully the word gets back to him, because I know you had that Vlad interview where you kind of said something a little bit different, but you know.
I did. And see, I'm real like that, dude. I had to think about this, man. I had to think about this. Cube was the only one that Cube was smart enough when he got with the West Side Connection. He had a Crip and a Blood on his team. He wore black. He never claimed the set. Okay, he grew up on Van Wyck off of Van Ness. Been to his mama house a dozen times, 100 times or more. Know his mama. Okay, he wasn't that dude. Okay, but he played that role. Okay, I'm not mad at him. Okay, and it's hard. I heard this new record. It's hard to be a gangster when you got Phantoms and Rolls Royces and living in Venice Beach. Nigga, come on, man, do that. Okay, but you got a clientele. What's up, Ray Ray? You got a what's up, Keith Crudup? You got a fan base. That's what they want to see you do. Okay, you know, so it's just like anything else. Marilyn Manson or any other Gene Simmons from any other group. When you on stage, this is your character. Okay, this is your character. When you go home, you got, you know, you might have Louis Vuitton and Phantoms, a whole 9 yards, but you know, when you on stage, you got to buy the chicken head off, okay? If that's what you got to do, okay? So that's the character that's his character. So and this is the part this is the way hip hop kind of screwed us at, because we never took time to vet the hip hop artists. We assumed they were who they were by what they said they were on records. Okay? We assumed they were who they were by what they said on records. If you said you was a gangster, you was a gangster. You didn't ain't no gangster background checks, okay? Folks don't do gangster background checks. They don't do that. They just let you, all right, man, you know, whatever you say you are. What up, Doc? What's up, Chanel? What's up, Derek Snowden? The homies in the house. What's up, American Negro? Factoids, Lonzo. Much love, baby. Folks don't do gangster background checks. Ain't no credit. Ain't no gangster credit. TRW. Equifax. You know, you can't go nowhere and find out nobody's real street credibility. You know, and folks, I was talking to a buddy of mine today, older brother. He was talking about how cats is claiming old stuff before even during my time, but right before me. Okay, you got cats that's claiming stuff now that they supposedly did back in the 70s, but because all the players is gone, they taking credit now. And I'm the leader of this, I'm the leader of that. Okay, you probably get that because you do a lot more gangbang stuff than I do. Okay, so it's really funny, man, that you know, people do that, but again, because there is no way to verify a person's credibility unless you are a real street gangster. And people, yeah, okay. And the real ones don't nobody know they did like that. And it wasn't until the 80s till gangsters start talking about I'm a gangster. It's just a different situation. Like I told a reporter the other day, I said, I done more gangster shit than all the niggas put together. But I never claimed to be a gangster. But I do. Everybody got a gangster card, okay? Every real man got a gangster card. If you have to play that card, that's the last card in the deck, okay?
Right, thank you. I do not want to pull this motherfucker. Like,
it's some niggas, that's the call the card. I'm a gangster. I'm a gangster.
Yeah,
well,
yeah. Gangster, they wear it right here.
Huh? Got a name tag.
They wear it right here.
Huh? They got a gangster name tag, okay? It wouldn't bust a grape with a sledgehammer and a bulldozer. Anyway, we got about 5 minutes left, man.
Yeah, man. Damn, I love when we get into these random hip hop rants because I'm a hip hop nerd, man, and this is right up my alley. And according to the comments and all that, I could see that they love this stuff. But yeah, man, when I was a kid and I saw Easy go to the White House, I was just like, it was a shocking look because I had just kind of discovered hip hop and it was something that I loved. And I'm like, oh shit, this is the guy I listened to. Saying Boys in the Hood is always hard. And here he is with Ronald Reagan. It was 88, I think, right?
Yeah. Oh, my folks over here, American Negro. I used to live at Kinko's on Sepulveda and Mariposa by the airport. That was my Kinko's over there. Somebody just hit me up. I don't know. I don't know American Negro by the name, but he said I know him personally. I know him personally because he worked over at the Kinko's on Mariposa. I used to live at Kinko's, man. I was doing them clubs. I'd make my own flyers and get them to cut. And Kinko's charge you for everything, cutting, folding, and I got a lot of love from that though. Much love to you folks. Time flies. I didn't want to be over the fact with Lonzo and Dusty. Y'all got to go in 2 hours. 2 hours. Oh hell no! I got to go eat. I'm hungry as hell.
I gotta pee too. So I got a good hour in me. My bladder is like done.
Check it out, folks. My show this Thursday. If you remember, Yo MTV Raps. I got to say this first because I don't want y'all to get it confused. If you remember Yo MTV Raps, Dr. Dre.
Of course.
Will be my show. That Dr. Dre.
Get the fuck out of here.
I got Dr. Dre coming on my show Thursday live, folks. Coming from New York.
I'm a nerd. I'm a hip hop nerd. That shit just got me really fucking.
If you remember not my Dr. Dre, the other Dr. Dre.
If you are hip hop, everybody knows, man.
Yeah, but I don't want to hear. I'll be getting the call from his lawyers, and Dr. Dre, but not ain't talking about him. Okay,
get out of here, dog. Oh, I'm taking the F in on that one.
Not Ed Lover, just Dr. Dre. I ain't took the Ed yet.
He is close to the East Coast equivalent of you. He has started so many careers and doesn't get.
Man, he and I have been talking. We've been talking the last couple of weeks. I'm gonna call him tomorrow, but we've been talking for the last couple of weeks, man. And that dude is really interesting. I thought I was interested, but he's an interesting dude from another side, man. We never met before, man. Somebody put us together, and we working on something together, and it's just really amazing, man. How two cats from two different sides of the world who never met can just gel like nobody's business, man. Like milk and quick, okay. And I'm looking forward to working with him. Looking forward to interviewing him. And it's going down this Thursday on my show, folks. Thursday on 6 o'clock. I'll be right back here. My guest will be Dr. Dre from Yo MTV Raps. Okay.
That is so sick, homie. That is so
sick. Had to put that in there.
And for anyone who didn't check out that Sir Mix-a-Lot interview that he did a couple weeks ago, I would highly suggest you guys check that one out. There was so much game dropped on that, and that was such a great interview.
Yeah, Mix interview was a great interview, folks. Dusty, you about ready to wrap this up, man?
Yeah, man. It's always a pleasure, dude. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and please, if you get a chance, subscribe to my channel,
Dusty Vision TV. I'm still at 800. I'm at 8,817 subscribers. I need 10,000. Can you help a brother out? I'm trying to get to 10,000. Okay, when I get to 10,000, I get a little plaque or something.
Nah, you don't get it. It ain't. It ain't that. It's a plaque via email. That's about it.
Well, I'm gonna buy one. Damn it! When I get to 10,000, I'm gonna be a plaque added to this wall back here. Damn it! I know where to get plaques made at, folks. In the meantime, folks, this your boy Lonzo from the West Coast to the East Coast and everything in between, folks. From Eve After Dark to concerts in the park. Much love. We here every Tuesday and Thursday with my man Dusty Vision. Check him out. Tell him where to find you at.
Dusty Vision TV on YouTube, Dusty Vision TV on Facebook, and Dusty Vision TV on Instagram. Thank you.
All right, folks, please subscribe to the channel, notify so we can get these numbers. Today, man, today was one of our biggest shows. We had over 70 people on our show at one time, Doc. We'll talk after the show. Much love, folks. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all got me preaching. I need to lift the offer. I'll put my cash up here next week. All right, folks. Peace. We out.
Peace, man.